Hey guys, welcome back to Say Mojo Homestead. We are going to be having some very chilly weather. So we're going to bring you along as we kind of prep the homestead for cold that we've never seen before here.
Yeah, never.
Never.
Ever. So they are calling for us to get down to like 12 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
It's really, really cold. And with that, we had crazy wind bringing it in. So they were saying we could have gusts up to 40 miles an hour. I believe it because we rarely hear wind when we're inside our house. I heard it all night last night.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Kept me up.
It
So,
kept us
and I'm
awake,
pretty
yeah.
sure we had a tree that maybe hit the house. No damage, like visible damage on the inside. So I'm gonna go check that real quick. All right, so we are going outside for our initial assessment of everything. We had a ton of high wind last night that kind of came in with this Arctic blast. We were woken up by the wind, but while I was awake, we heard a loud bang. Yeah, the house shook. We had a tree hit our house. Thankfully, it was a dead pine tree, so I'm looking at that. It's actually not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I'm gonna turn you guys around so that you can see that. So it hit the front of our house, the roof, so that's it over there. But all I could see were like these big pieces that were down here. And then it only looks like there's one piece up there, thankfully. And no damage. So very thankful for that. Again, it was a dead pine tree, so I think it just hit and then broke. But this was pretty big. It came out of the woods. This is a side of the house I'm always so worried about whenever we get these windstorms or major storms coming through, because we've only lost trees on this side, which is the west side of the house. Typically the winds are gonna blow more kind of from the south, because most of the time we get those high wind storms, it's a hurricane coming up. But this one was out of the northwest shifting west. And so it made me a little nervous because it was blowing these trees straight toward our house. But definitely had some pine pruning going on last night. Our backyard definitely looks like it went through a pine war. We've got debris everywhere, but all the structures are good, which is nice. All the animals are good. Everything survived last night. Now we got to get everything ready for this cold, frigid air coming in. So let's go get started.
Jeremy is currently filling the tomato cages up with pine straw. We put those tomato cages around our citrus trees, and we're using the pine straw as basically an insulator. Our hope is that with the pine straw around these trees, we will be able to keep them warm enough to help them to survive these really low temperatures. We're putting the pine straw all the way over the top of it, trying to be careful to make sure the weight is distributed so there's not as much weight on the actual branches. And I actually, on one I did before, I tucked pine straw in the holes so that I knew that the branches on the outside had that extra layer of protection where they were close to the edge of the cage.
All right, so for the goats, they get to hang out in the milk house for the night. So we're gonna cram all 5 of them? Yeah, 5 of them in here. So we kind of cleared everything out. We are putting down a really thick layer of wheat straw so that they can bed down in there. What this will provide them with is basically 4 walls of protection, so they won't be exposed to just the outside air. We do have like a kind of goat shelter in the pen for them, but it's only a 3-sided shelter and it's off the ground, which makes it a colder area. Even putting straw in there with the temperatures we're getting that they're not used to, I did not feel comfortable letting them just bed down in that house. So we want to bring them in here. This has direct contact with the ground, and we're going to have that nice bed of straw to help keep them warm. One thing that happened actually as we were filling up the orange trees is we had another tree fall, and it fell in the goat pen and took out part of their fence. So, you know, not everything is nice and sweet and romantic about this lifestyle. Not fun at all. Had to go take care of that, cut the tree off of it, re-stretch the fence, and reattach it. So thankfully they were kind of oblivious to the whole thing, so none of them got out. But yeah, just one more thing that gets added to the whole list of things we got to get done today. But we're making progress, so that's the main thing.
For the rabbits, we're doing the same thing. We are just going to load their hutches up with this wheat straw. It'll give them the opportunity to burrow down in that straw and stay warm. The chicken coop is pretty well enclosed. We built this pretty well because we knew being in the woods we would have some predators. But there are vents at the top because the summertime and the humidity, we wanted, of course, to be able to vent it out and let air flow. So for tonight, we obviously don't want airflow in there. So we are putting up some feed bags. It's not supposed to get wet. It's not supposed to rain. And these are really strong, durable feed bags. It's a great way to use our resources, and it's free. The vents are right where they roost. We are going to put some extra hay straw down in the coop. Hopefully that'll keep them nice and warm tonight.
It's frozen.
I know.
Let's just cover whatever we can.
Well, the rocks need to go over there.
Okay. All right, guys, it's the next day, Christmas Eve, 7:30 in the morning. It's freezing out here. I've got enough layers to survive maybe 1 minute, but wanted to come out real quick to just get a very quick eye on all of our animals. I hear the goats. Just see how they're doing. Hey, girls. Hey, ladies. So they look good. One of them's bedded down. You couldn't quite see her. I've heard the chickens this morning actually singing egg songs. I'm really curious to know if they're laying. That'd be crazy, I think, if they were laying right now. But I'm gonna head out here, grab some bacon out of our freezer for this morning. But our dogs are over here, so we still got a rooster. Let's go check them. Hey, ladies. Hey, girls. Oh, y'all feel nice and warm. All right, so they were good. They were warm. They're ready to come out, but they don't know what kind of temperatures are out here, so they're gonna have to stay. It is 11 degrees. We got down to 11. Wind chilled is 4 degrees. No, -4 degrees. That is obviously all Fahrenheit. I did want to show you guys the pond. I peeked out this morning. This thing is never frozen, but it's frozen. It does look kind of cool. Still pumping water, which is good. That was my biggest thing. So yeah, we're freezing here. I'm going to go get my eyes on the rabbits real quick, and then go inside and make a nice hot breakfast. And who knows, maybe even eat it by the fire. Okay, guys, seriously, go to your house. What are you guys doing out here? Yeah, that's not a good enough reason. Go in your home. There's one, nice and warm. There's the other one, nice and warm. Yeah. And I'm not gonna walk over there, but I'm sure our buck is nice and warm too, because he had a really sweet setup in his. So, all right, guys. Oh, I'm cold. I gotta go inside. We'll catch you later. So thankful that it appears that everything came through okay. We won't really know about the garden or the trees until later. Time will tell.
I'm really worried about it. We didn't get all of our cabbages covered. Our cabbages were so big and beautiful this year, so kind of makes my heart sad. But
we'll see.
Our animals are all good, so
yes.
Those are the ones that are hard to replace. So I'm
much harder.
Very thankful they came out okay.
Yeah, and we're not out of it yet. We still have another night. It's just not going to be quite as cold, but it will still be in the low teens, mid-teens. And so, yeah, we are not out of it. It's not even going to get above freezing today. So we're still trying to get those plants through. The animals, I feel very confident, they're going to be fine from here on out.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the garden, it's the fruit trees, it's all of that. We only covered the orange trees.
Yeah.
We've got some others that are going to be real iffy as to whether or not they can pull through. We just didn't have enough stuff to do all of that.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see how it goes, and they're replaceable. It's fine. It may set us back a few years, but it'll be okay.
Yeah. Highs and lows?
Highs and lows.
All right.
My high is probably that Jeremy's family came and spent the night with us, and we did our Christmas with them. So that was really fun, just having them here and feeding them our farm food. That's always fun.
It is fun.
My low is definitely this weather. I mean, who wants to be in 14-degree weather, especially when you're from California?
For real.
That's
For
my
real.
low.
Yeah.
And the garden.
Yeah, but all is not lost yet. You know, like we don't know that we're going to lose anything out of the garden.
I'm not uncovering those things to check.
Oh, heck no. Heck no. No, my high would be, I think the same thing, just that, you know, my family came, we got to spend some time with them before they went on to my brother's. We even got a little help out of them. So.
Yeah. They helped us prep the farms. That was nice.
It was nice. It was nice. Have a little extra hand or two in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. Just being together with family and all of that. My low is probably the same thing, which if you saw last weekend's video, my high. I'm completely contradicting myself.
Yes, you are.
But last weekend, in my defense, they were not calling for it to be this cold.
Well, and here's the thing.
It has continually dropped as we've gone through the week.
And if we're going to be this cold and have no snow to show for it, and it's Christmas, I mean...
Welcome to South Carolina, you know? All the rain comes in to usher it in, and then the rain gets out of here, and then the temperatures drop.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, let's get some snow out of this freezing weather.
Exactly.
But we didn't.
So if you guys were affected by this at all, like if you're in an area that this was unusually low for you, because I know up north, like
this is your norm.
You guys, this is like a walk in the park. You're going out in like t-shirts in this weather.
Crazy.
Not down here. So if you were down here or in an area that got affected by this that typically does not see temperatures this low, we'd love to hear how you fared. Hopefully you fared well. But yeah, leave that in the comments below. We'd like to hear that.
Yeah. We hope you all have a great Christmas and be blessed.